This is your girl Shamika, also known as Lady Queen, and I came today to motivate you. You know how we do. A lot of times we talk about the Word of God on here because I want you to know you have an opportunity to live your best life. So, with that being said, do me a favor. I'm going to do the same thing. Go ahead and share to every page and group you're associated with. Then go ahead and press that little heart. That's what we call tap to clap. Press that little heart button. I'm going to, and it's going to be loud for a second, y'all. Here we go. Talk about the press the. Oh, it does have music. Go ahead with your bad self. It does let the music play. Okay. We're going to have a conversation in here. So go ahead and share this for me. I'm trying to do the same thing if it allows me to. But I wanted to talk to you, have some serious conversation. You know, it's some late night chat, okay? It's a late night chat, okay? So we're going to have a conversation that definitely, I believe that everyone should have, in the homes that I know that we grew up in. This wasn't a conversation that we had all the time, but it's a conversation that needs to be had, okay? So go ahead and share to every page and group you're associated with, and it's gonna be kind of informal because we're gonna talk a little bit. What's up, honey? What's up, honey? I'm glad that you're on. But we're definitely gonna have a conversation. Make sure the sound is good and everything. T, let me know this if the sound is good. I want to make sure my people definitely can hear what we're about to talk about because you already on game. You already on game, sis. I know what we might do. Let's do this because I'm talking to kingdom believers on here, so I want to make sure my kingdom people, right? Let's see. Just bear with me for a second here. There we go. Got my kingdom people on here. Yes, man. Awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, I wanted to have a conversation because normally we do this on Zoom calls, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring this to my people. Some of my people don't know how to do Zoom, but we're going to have to help them. We just going to have to help them. But regardless, I want to make sure that you understand exactly what's happening in this season. You have no excuse now. Your girl brought it to you, so you have no excuse. And so I want to show you something really quick, okay? Give me a second while I kind of help share my screen here. I want you to look at this slide right here. This slide right here it's actually came from Rich Dad Poor Dad. For those that don't know, the author is Robert Kiyosaki. And this gentleman basically talked about the flow of money. And he had a rich dad, which really wasn't his dad. It was actually his friend's dad. And then his father, who was an amazing man who worked really hard, but the understanding of money was completely different, right? So he put up actually this slide. This was, comes from his book, where 60% of people work for someone else. I was definitely a part of that group of people where you exchange your time for money. But we know there's only 24 hours in a day. Even though we say, look, I'm trying to save time, I can't save an hour from today for tomorrow to have 25 hours. There's only 24 hours in a day. So there's only so much we can do during this work time, during this work period. So we exchange our time for money. And the 60% of us do this. Now understand, this is the most taxed people. You get more taxes pulled out and you work the hardest, okay? Then if you look up the purple area, it's 35% of people are self-employed. This means that, yes, I have my own business, but unless I work, I won't eat, okay? So like the Bible says, you don't work, you don't eat. That's exactly what's going on in the purple area. Even though it is better, but just like even our doctors who have their private practices, if they don't see patients, they don't get paid. So even though it's a little better, it's still not the best. But I want you to look up, it talks about the 4% of business owners. Now, our business owners, understand the business owners, they have it a little better. They've learned how to leverage other people's time and pay them for it. So if they go on vacation or want to, go to their kids' basketball games or want to take a vacation with their family, they're able to do so because now they've trained someone else to work for them. So their business continues to still grow even though they're not there. So they still get paid. So, that, and of course they get the best tax, breaks, tax breaks, which is an amazing place to be. But tonight, I want to talk about that 1% mindset. That 1%, we hear a lot of times in our motivational speeches about there's a difference with a 1% versus the 99. And, hearing, even though it definitely is a mindset, hear me out, it definitely is a mindset. But what really, really got me is the fact that, what? In the Bible, it talks about how, we're supposed to produce after our own kind, right? Humans make other humans, trees make other trees, cats make other cats, fish make other fish, all that great stuff. Why isn't our money making other money? Like, why doesn't our money work for us versus us working for money? And see, that's the difference with the 1% mindset. They figured out a way how to make their money work for them. So they send their money out, their money works for them. That's exactly what the Proverb 31 woman did. She was able to invest. She was an investor. It talks about in the book of Ecclesiastics, chapter 11, where they were investors. There's plenty of Proverbs in the Bible where he talks about they were investors. And so that's what we're going to talk about. Because understand, if you look at the bottom of this chart right here, 95% of people make up only 5% of the market. Now, I don't know about you, but that's not a lot of pieces of pie if you have 95%. But on the other side, if you look, 5% of people control 95% of the market. I want to be a part of that 5%, right? That has a bigger piece of the pie. So, I was looking at this and I was like, okay, whenever they begin to even explain to us, I was like, man, this is seriously some serious stuff we've never actually really known about. So what this amazing academy does is they actually show us how to become a part of that 1%. So the first academy I want to show you real quick, the first academy that I am going to pull up, let me go up a little. There we go. The first academy I want to pull up right here is the foreign exchange market. Now, a lot of us were like, okay, Shamika, tell me what the foreign exchange market, I know you talk about that Forex stuff, but what is the foreign exchange market? I'm going to lower that just a little bit. That way I can hear myself think. We got to hear ourselves think. But what is the foreign exchange market? Well, the foreign exchange market, the best way I can describe it to you, all countries have their own currencies, right? We're about to use our imagination. We talk about the mind a lot. Y'all already know I talk about the mind a lot. What's up, Courtney? How are you doing, Queen? We talk about the mind a lot. We're going to use our imagination. Let's say me and you went on vacation. Look, we don't went on a cruise. We're going to Cozumel. We end up at the exchange counter because understand we're in Cozumel, right? So their currency over there is the pesos. So we want to use their money in their country. So we go to the exchange counter and we say, you know what, sir, I'm going to give you $5. Can you give me whatever, like however many pesos that is? And he gives you 10 pesos and you're like, okay, I'm already leveling up. I got 10 of them. I got 10. Okay, so we go have fun in Cozumel. We cut up. And then we realize it's time to go home after that. Well, we realize we got this peso. We're going back to our country. So we need the US dollar, right? We need the US dollar. So we go back to the exchange counter with the headache and all and say, listen, sir, I had so much fun. I had so much fun out here. But I'm going to need my US dollar because the United States will not accept this pesos in the United States. So then he hands you 10 US dollars and you're like, wait, time out. Sir, I know my head, I know, I'm tripping a little bit, but I only gave you 5 US dollars. I only gave you 5 US dollars. And now you're returning actually to me 10 US dollars. What happened? And he tells you while you were out there in Cozumel that the exchange rate went up. So you made actually money while you were in Cozumel. You were partying, making money. Now, what if I told you that you can do all of that from your cell phone? Listen, everything's going digital, guys. We need to understand that everything's going digital. People date online, they shop online. What else? What else do we do online? What's some of the things that you do online? Let me ask you that. What's some of the things that you do? But everything's going digital. We even do church online, y'all. Everything's going digital. Don't you think our money would too? Don't you think our money would too? Now, understand this, currency changes every 100 years. First we had the proverb, women going out to the ships, exchanging the scarves and all that amazing things for whatever they needed. After a while, someone had a couple of chickens, you had a piece of cow left over. I want chickens, you want cow, let's switch that out. Or even let me explain, even in the Bible, they talk about shekels. Well, now we're at the US dollar. We're actually at the 108th year of this currency. So don't you think, with everything going digital, the way we do things, gaming online, all those things, the way we do things, don't you think that would go digital too? And see, it's time for, especially the kingdom of God. Y'all know, you definitely have an amazing place in my heart to make sure that we stay up on things. We cannot be blind to things, that are happening, and just sitting back. I don't know where people saw this, as far as even just thinking living from paycheck to paycheck is a part of kingdom living. It's not. It's not. Okay. It is not. So that's one academy, that actually our academy that they give. Our second academy, we have we have another academy we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a couple of academies, but this is another academy that we're going to talk about. And I'm going to go to that slide real quick. That way you can just kind of see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Because I want to give you that visual understanding of everything that we're doing. Now, we talked about Forex. I told you we brought the $5 for the pesos, and then they end up giving us more US dollars back. Well, what if I told you actually you can do that and a lot quicker? Normally in Forex, it might take an hour. It might take, even a couple of days, maybe even weeks to complete this trade, right? But with HFX, it's actually doing all of those things like on steroids, okay? All of those things, which means we can make money in 3, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. We can make money quickly. And I hear you. You're like, but Shamika, I don't even know what to do. What if I told you this academy actually will provide you with the educators? Like, we get on live education sessions, people that have been verified, that have made over 6 figures in this area. So which means if I watch what they're doing and I do the exact same thing, guess what? Then I'm going to make money when they make money, right? So we have live educators. And listen, this company has actually been around the longest. Like, other companies, they're trying to do exactly what it is this company is doing. And I said, they've already worked out all of the bugs and all that stuff, all of the hiccups that companies do when they first begin. So, and when I tell you number one educators, listen, number one educators. So this is the second academy that we're talking about. But what really has a special place in my heart, guys, is this academy right here. And let me tell you why. This is actually going to seriously set some people, some families, some generations financially free. And you say, well, why is that? Have you ever heard of Bitcoin? Have you ever heard of that? Well, listen, I know a lot of people, many people have heard of Bitcoin, but the thing is, guess what? There's actually over 8,000 other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is not the only one. What if I told you we have the number one educator also in this space, that all he does is study these coins? He can actually tell you what coin has the best case usage and actually make sure that you benefit or profit off of it, before everyone else, because when I tell you, listen, when I tell you we want this home cooked meal, right? We always talked about that, with not the warm up or the microwave type generation. I'm talking about, this is like a home cooked meal. This man sits down and studies this stuff and then comes and tells you, you don't even have to sit there for hours and study these coins. He's going to let you know what coins you need. He's going to let you know. So this is our other academy. And when I tell you, this is multiple ways that we make money. I've only spoken about 3 of them so far. I've only told you. And listen, when I talk about this, I get so excited. I told one of my friends recently, I was like, look, I got to calm, even my dad, I told him, I got to calm down when I talk. But this is so amazing to me. It gets me so hyped because I'm like, man, this is seriously changing people's life. And guess what? I get to be a part of it. It's like those Moseses and those Joshuas ready to lead people into the land of abundance. When I tell you it's amazing to me, it's amazing to me. And I said, you know what? We are going to do this late night because I know there's some people like me that's sitting up there's like, you know what? Flicking through Facebook, why not give you some valuable stuff that you can really think about? Well, you know, so that's what I came to do. So this digital academy is, you know, definitely my love language, you know, definitely something that I love because I know it's going to help set people financially free. And that's what they do. Now I hear you even asking, okay, Shamika, what is it? How do I start? You know, if I want to start learning about this information, if I want to start, you know, getting into this space, because I see it all over the place, especially from your page, sis, because you be posting it all over the place. How do I get started? And I'm going to tell you about that next. Let me go to that slide because I want to make sure, you know, for my visual people that see this, I want to make sure that you get a look. Now, I want you to understand this. I've actually been on a couple of lives just to kind of see, you know what, am I getting the best? Because you know what, I want to make sure that I'm getting the best, you know, bang for my buck, if I could put it that way. I want to make sure that I'm getting, you know, you have the #1 educators. You're saying all of these amazing things about the over, I believe it's 160 educators that you have, and you have one of the top-notch ones in this space, right? And I'm telling you this. Okay, tell me what it costs. Boom. Let me bring this up. You know, I was actually watching someone else's a broadcast, and for this education, and we got the #1 educator. I'm telling you, like you can go and look it up. We have the #1 educator. But for something like this, a one-time fee, they charge $1,400, one-time fee. And I was like, wow, you know what? We seriously have something amazing. With this academy, if you choose to, you know, I want people to understand this. If you add up each academy would cost $234, right? Each academy. But what if I told you you can actually get all 3 academies, all 3 of them, for a very discounted price? I'm talking about $324, a one-time payment of $324.95. And then you pay $174 a month. Now I want you to hear me, because don't click off before you click off, because I got something special for those that are like, you know what, I don't even know about that. That even seems too much. $174 a month. I don't know if I could do that. I got kids. It's a summer. They eating up all my food. You know, all that stuff. Listen, just hold up. I'm going to talk to you next. Now, the elite package is $324 a month for all 3 academies, right? $174 a month. But you're saying, you know what, Shamika, I don't know about that. That seems like a lot. What if I told you, if you tell 2 people now, it's free? If they sign up for the same academy as you tell 2 people, and now it's free. Now understand, if you went to the movies and saw an amazing movie, or you went to a restaurant, went to an amazing restaurant, you tell people about it, right? I've never seen a restaurant pay you to talk about their food, or even the movie theater, or even the creators of the movie to pay you to say, hey, go talk about my movie and I'm gonna pay you. This company wants to do it. So let's kind of, before I get too excited, because I told you I get excited about this stuff. You tell 2 people the academy is now free. You don't have to worry about that monthly subscription. But guess what? If you tell 3 people, and you decide, you know what, Shamika, I want to make money. You know what? I don't even mind. Look, paying for the academy. I want to make money off of this. If you tell 3 people, the company will now pay you $150. $150, right? And you're like, well, Shamika, that's not really a lot. But sis, bro, you just told me 174 was a lot, okay?
You just told me 174 a month was a lot, but that's okay. We're going to keep going because there's something else that I want to show you in this. Let's go up a little further. If you look next above that, it says Platinum 600. That means that the company will pay you $600 a month and you have 12 people underneath you. And see, the great thing about it is because the way the company's set up, if you win, I win, just like that, right? If you win, I win. You're not necessarily just building by yourself. The 12 people don't necessarily have to all come from you. Ain't that amazing? And they'll pay you $600 a month. And as you see the numbers go up, if you see the word platinum and it says a number, that's how much they make a month. But if you see the word chairman and then another number, you add a comma and 3 zeros behind that. This goes up right now to chairman 750, guys. Comma, 3 zeros. Now, I don't know about you, but I know in 10 years, does that even add up to $750,000 a month? I want you to think about that. And you're like, okay, but that's them. Could I do it? See, that's what we got to work on the mindset, because yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. One gentleman that I look up to in this company, Bryce Thompson, he's 24 years old, making $750,000 a month. Forbes actually put him in their magazine because he was paying $100,000 for basically a scholarship for HBU students, that are going over there, $100,000. And I'm like, man, I want you to think about that. What could you do with that type of money? Think about that. What could you do with that type of, how many people could you impact with that type of money? And see, the great thing about it is I've told you a couple of ways how to make money, and that's through Forex, through HFX. You can actually make money two different ways in the DCX Academy, because they tell you not only about the currencies that you can actually, the cryptocurrencies that you can actually purchase, but also you can actually trade cryptocurrencies also, just like you do in the Forex Academy. So that's 4 different ways. And then the IBO Academy, which is, you definitely have to be a customer in this academy in order to be a part of the IBO Academy. You have to, be willing to build. And so that's 5 ways. But I also have something else for you, and I want to tell you about. How we purchase on Amazon all the time? Have you ever thought about having your online store? Having your own online store? Man, this company has actually made it to where they have one of the top people to show you exactly how to build your online store, all for a one-time payment of $324 and then $274 a month. And I'm telling you, like, this is exactly what it is. You won't find anything greater, anything better, because I've seen the different prices. Look, I've gone and looked at the different places. I've gone and looked at the different Zooms. When I tell you, I'm like, man, I'm in an amazing space. I'm in an amazing space. And guess what? You can be too. Listen, like I tell everyone, I want you to know about this, because not only do I care about you, I care about our future, our youth. I want to make sure we're all winning. We're all winning. And that's why I try to make this information accessible to as many people as I know, because I want us to all win. Listen, that's one thing about this, that I loved about this academy also. And, even my mentors that, are a part of this. What I love so much is because of the fact is they didn't just not only care about, let me help you financially get there, but they also cared about me mentally to make sure that I can become not only financially successful, but also be able to keep that. Because, as we've seen before, how people win the lottery all the time, and then 1 year later, they're broke. It's because of the mentality. It's because of the way that they think. They don't think about, how can I make this, how can I make this produce more money? I believe it's Warren Buffett that said, listen, unless you learn how to make money in your sleep, you will work till you die. I didn't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. And then people that are connected to me, I don't want them to be that person either. Because I'm like, listen, I want you to think about that. Before, let's just say Amazon, if I was like, listen, y'all, I know this is going to take off, and the stock's right $1, and I kept it all to myself, knowing that it would be worth so much money, knowing it would be worth so much more. Wouldn't you be like, man, I thought we was girls. I thought we was family. That's why I want to tell you about this, because guess what? The currency is changing. And listen, the banks, they lie to us. The government, they lie to us. And look, even the way we learned the Bible back in the day, it was a lie. So finding out the truth is definitely something that I love doing, finding out the truth about things. And so to find out that, you know what, the bank has been doing this with our money and not even giving us I'm sorry, they did give us a penny. You see that penny in your bank account? They give you the penny. But the thing is, this is a $1 trillion market. A $1 trillion market. They use your money to make more money, but yet they only give you a penny off of it. And I'm telling you right now, I can actually lead you to the leaders that help us say, you know what? We're going to make money off of our own money. We're tired of people profiting off of our money that we work so hard for day in and day out. And now let us help you, teach you how to use your money to make other money. Let's reproduce after itself, you know? But I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me. There is a fly that has gotten here, but I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me. Like I said, I love bringing great information. I love bringing truth because I want to help set people financially free. I want to continue to help people, come into the truth. And that is financially, spiritually, all of that stuff. I want to help them. And so I appreciate each and every one of you, even those that are watching the replay. Go ahead and think about, go ahead and press the share button. I ain't even going to say think about it. Listen, go ahead and press the share button. And then you always know that you definitely can DM me. And, if you want more information, if you have questions, I would love to get you on with, a few of my mentors, whether it be my $1 million mentors that we definitely have access to, or even my mentors that are killing the game, that has moved even out of the country. I would love to help you go that route and definitely get to find out the information that is available to you now. Now, listen, guys, I appreciate you. I love you. Remember, if you change your mind, you'll change your life. So if you change the way that you think, your life will forever change. But guess what? You are your only limitation. You are the only one that limits you. I'll talk to you guys soon. We'll definitely be on here soon. Bridging the Nations goes on Sundays, because we love to help free people, even spiritually, lead them to the Father that can free them. So love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.